Hey, it's Gary Kayye. We're here at DSE 2015, the Digital Signage Expo here in Las Vegas, the 12th edition of the Digital Signage Expo, and I'm here with Bob Wudeck, who's the Associate Vice President for Product Development?
Business Development.
Business Development. I almost had it right, Business Development. Well, first of all, one of the hottest things on the show floor so far today has been the fact that you guys came out with dual-sided displays, and you didn't just pancake two displays together. This is bottom-up built dual-sided display.
Exactly. We engineered two panels, so they're really one device. The whole thing weighs under 100 pounds, and it's actually thinner than my thumb. I can put my thumb up to the side of the native panel, and I can actually see no panel. So it's really, really amazing.
He's not exaggerating, actually. It is very, very thin. 700 nits brightness on both sides if you want it to be that bright. And of course, you can actually adjust the brightness of either side depending on the application, so you're not blowing somebody away or if it's in the dark, right?
Right. We have a low version. I think it's 350 or 400 nits, and then we have a high version of 700, and we even have a mix your own, one side low and one side high. Designed for convenience stores where they would put the high side outside and the low side inside.
Yeah, so I want to walk around here and take a look at this. So if we can move over here, here. There's a couple of demos they have here. This is one here. This is actually suspended, and if you notice the way it's suspended is they've done it in a way that you don't see any of the wires or anything. But this is a dual-sided display, and I assume it's a native 1080p display.
Native 1080p. We have two aircraft cables on the top. So basically this whole thing is engineered around suspending it the same way all of the normal static banners are suspended around the trade show, except now we're doing this digitally.
So this one here looks to be about a 55-inch. We can walk around the backs. Sarah, is that right? Is it 55-inch, Bob, or am I missing that?
So this is a 55-inch dual-sided display. This is the higher brightness version, and what we've done here is encase this whole thing in a clamshell device where the media players and the power boxes and any other hardware like camera recognition or facial gesture, all those types of things would be in here. This also gives you a chance to do some nice static signage up here. Yeah. And because of the smooth design, you can wrap the whole thing. So if you want to do like a car wrap, you could just simply wrap the whole thing and have some custom branding around it, hang it from the ceiling to where you don't have to have a wall. Now the real advantage of the dual-sided in this type of implementation is that if I'm going to an airport and I'm in the TSA aisle, and if I'm exiting, I want to have don't turn around here. If I'm on the other side, I want to do not enter here. So I can have custom content for each side, and that all is in the solution that we have on the BenQ store, and we sell the whole thing with an 8-week lead time for $10,000.
So it's a turnkey system, $10,000, and obviously you must have either a media player that has the ability to play two types of content simultaneously, or you have two media players inside there. Whichever way it works, it's working. This is a great concept because it's a turnkey system, so integrators, they don't have to worry about integrating it. You're buying a finished integrated product for $10,000 and reselling it as a custom integrated product.
Yeah, and actually that's the end user price. So for an integrator, they would get a discount off of that. So there's a lot of margin in here for integrators. It's a very innovative approach, and because I'm just using simple aircraft cable mounting, it doesn't require an expert in engineering to be able to put one of these up.
Yeah, and this is a BenQ solution built from the ground up. Did you take a look at this, Sarah? Did you where we were first standing? Do you see how thin this is here on the edge of this? If you could come into this, I mean, this is I don't know, maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick.
Yeah, it's 1.5 inches. So we have a little room for heat to move around in and that type of thing. But we wanted to keep it clean, elegant. Obviously, we can customize these stands in different colors. There's a little wrap on the bottom where you can put custom branding. Of course, we have our brand in there. If we're doing an installation, we can just change that to whatever the end user wants or the installer wants to be able to do there.
So BenQ has made a splash entry into the next phase of digital signage, not just a slow entry. One other thing I want to point out, your bar signs. Can we go over and take a look at these?
Yeah.
These are really neat. Because you want to
the flag-mounted system here?
Yeah, take a look at the flag-mounted version of the dual-sided display. That's an interesting concept because that allows you to put it in a wall in any kind of an application rather than having to worry about suspended or if you have no floor space.
Right. So this was inspired by some of us who fly a lot and look at airport gates where they stick the number out and you see gate 14. So the vision behind this is you can use this in a wall and be able to create dynamic digital information. So for an airport, for example, example, I can cut this up and I can have when's the incoming flight in, what's the weather at your target location, and dynamically update this either in landscape or portrait. And because it's lightweight, I can do this on a trade show booth.
Yeah, I mean, this is nice because you are talking about basically plastic walls.
Right.
I would like to look at the bar displays, though, so I want to come over here, Sarah. So these bar displays, now most companies I've seen that have come out with bar displays are huge. Like they're big, wide, almost too big for the application. In this case, I'm not even sure. These look to be about 30 inches wide, 28 inches wide.
Yep,
like
they're about 20 inch wide. So we have a version of 28 inches and 38 inches. So the 38 is basically the same width. It's a little bit deeper. But the beauty here is that you can put these and hide them in shelving. You can hide them in elevators. You can put this on, we had one customer come by and look at this for a hospital room where I could put it vertically, and I can slice up the screen in ways where I can have a lot of different
like
communications.
Yeah. And so this is 16 by 3 aspect ratio, if I'm calculating correctly?
Yes, 16 by 3.
Yeah, and so it comes in 28 inches wide, and what was the other side?
38 inches.
38 inches. And are they shipping now?
Yes, they are. So the retail price is about $1,200, and it's just a simple DVI. It requires a little bit of trickiness and content because you're not using 1080p content. So once the integrator figures that out, it's a no-brainer. Perfect for cosmetics or other areas where you want to put information right next to what you're looking at.
Right.
But you can't put a 16 by 9 panel there because people ignore them, number one, and number two, they're too big.
Yeah, anywhere you've got small signs, this is a good solution for that. So to check all this stuff out, you can go to, you can just Google BenQ, you can go to benq.us.
Yes.
I can see, I remember that, benq.us. And in addition, obviously you're not showing your projectors here because this is a digital science show, but of course you do have a huge line of projectors available for both education and corporate applications, as well as home theater applications, and of course the digital signage stuff here. If you want to see all the individual videos we shot here in the BenQ booth, which cover each individual product, all you got to do is go to the video search window and type in BenQ. Bob, thanks for your time today. I appreciate it, and best of luck to you for the rest of the show.
Thank you very much.
And I appreciate it, and thanks for joining us. I think you'll love these dual-sided displays.